Hey everyone, welcome to the stream. I don't have a match yet, but I thought I would just start things up anyhow. I'm just realizing how deceiving the timer is that's on the top. It starts at 5 minutes and a nice little bar goes across, which is really visually appealing, but actually doesn't carry any weight in terms of information because the stream is basically going to start when I have a table, which could be in 5 seconds or in 20 minutes. So I might just remove that. I'm probably going to keep it for the open table streams because it actually does make a bit more sense. I usually start the stream and then literally just wait 5 minutes for no reason just to allow people to gather. So I just realized how kind of silly that was, but it's there. Cool conversations going on in chat about F2O game. I have not actually seen it yet. I'll watch the stream. I might even just review the game as well directly, just to sort of see the sort of play-by-play. Show you what's going on over here. So I am, I'm in the queue. It had said that I had searching for one opponent, and over here on my table it showed another person, but I just refreshed a minute ago and one of them left. I think it's probably because there's some bronze level people that are queuing because the other person was bronze too, but like they probably just got like pushed out to another table. This often happens. Waiting for Terra Mystica. Well, oh, I see. Okay, so AJ and I are at a table together. I'm at his table, but he's not at mine. That's what's happened there. So we will get a match soon. For interest's sake, if anyone's interested in how this sort of works. I'm going to open up a couple of tabs. See if I can do this before we find a match. If I go to my profile, it shows me at a table ID. This is a table that I either created by queuing or that it was just the first that it assigned me to. Now, AJ is also trying to queue. He and I have slightly different settings. Probably like I have like strongly prefer fast speed and never want to play slow or something, and he's like, I don't know, okay with anything or something, let's say. I don't know yet. But for some reason, when it first queues, it puts us at different tables, even though we're both elite and should be probably matched together. So he's at a table, and I'm at a table. Yeah. His table is where he's the table admin is fast speed, and mine's normal speed. So, like, it's trying to, BGA will try to create tables based on everyone's preferred settings, and then over times what it does is it will just be like, well, sorry, we can't make you happy. Weber, you'll have to play in a fast table, or whatever the other setting was. Maybe AJ has it restricted to people that are like silver and above, and I think I don't have any restrictions on the levels. I just have restrictions on like karma, and I want fast games, will take normal speed, and like never want slow kind of thing. But anyhow, basically BGA's like makes a table based on my settings, makes a table based on AJ's settings, adds everyone to those tables, and then waits for more people to show up with those same settings. And then as we wait and time goes on, it's like, okay, I'm going to start like not caring about your particular settings and just pushing you into a table, which is why it's actually possible, regardless of your settings, if you put only want to play people at my level, fast games, and need to have 75% above karma, you could, after like a 20-minute wait, be matched with 3 bronze, all with 2% karma at a slow table. It just will happen. So that's sort of what's going on right now. So you can actually be at more than one table, and there's no actual way to know. You can tell in your own profile what your like primary table is, but there's no other way to tell, like, I think what other tables you're also at. I just sort of find out because I'm like friends with a ton of people. I'm like, can see that AJ's at a table, and then I just sort of accidentally ran into it. But anyhow, just thought I'd show that to you. Some people seem to be a little confused about how that works. It's not like an error, and it's not like, it's a reasonable way for Board Game Arena to do it, frankly. Oh, now it says searching for one opponent. I'm interpreting that as though one extra person has joined this, and it is AJ. We'll see if AJ has completely merged tables, if he's now at table ID 043, and he has. So they've given up on AJ's table and completely pushed us together, and for some reason we went with my settings as opposed to AJ's. Oh, because AJ's were more restrictive. So AJ started off by being at a table where people had to be silver or above, and then after a while, BGA's like, sorry AJ, there's not enough people, I'm going to have to throw you at this other table with a bronze player. So now those tables have collided, and it says now searching for one more opponent. So anyhow, So now this means like literally anyone pretty much, because so, like a brand new player to Arena can just like click Q and it'll match. There is a way, Weber. Read Chicken's post. Sorry. Oh, what? Click the table button. What table button? Here? It's going to be really hard for you to teach me how to do this through chat. Click the table button on the top right. Whoa! How did I never see this button before? 600 games into Terra Mystica, maybe 700. What's going on? I'm at all of these tables? Mind blown. So these are legit all different tables. So like we're at a table together that's... That was a lot of tables. Anyhow, 21 minutes into the stream and we have ourselves a table. Chickens, break down the setup for us in chat. What do you see? This is always kind of a funky build order. Dwellings into TPs. And there's coins here, but if you don't get any of them, then you're kind of not getting any coins because there's not that many coins here and you're not building trading posts till late. It's your turn to play. Yeah, I know it is. Oh, is that Chrome? Chrome's trying to get involved in this process and I'm having none of it. You can find me reveal. I just close my eyes and I click one. Oh, witches. No, I don't like witches. I don't know how to play them very well. Mid-game Earth Cult stuff is jumping out. Early track, some factions can actually just do this, like Swarmlings and kind of Giants, although I find this is usually kind of yucky for Giants to rush their temple round too. It's so like... and TP's delayed, I think. Yeah, it's kind of not great for Giants. Who do we have in so far? Darklings, I'm in second seat. Darklings kind of makes sense here and here. I guess this is sort of a faux trading post event too, so you're sort of going TPs, dwellings into TPs. No points for dwellings. Missing 6 coins, dwelling scoring, temp chip. A little harder to expand. How are Swarmlings here? Swarmlings in second seat get... everyone gets a good pass tile. As long as you're okay with the 2 worker bonus. Just one of those funny bonus tiles that like some people can't do a ton, some factions can't do a ton with it, some like really want it. Swarmlings get a big building pass tile or like a priest to heir. Swarmlings could be fun. Okay, what's the track for Swarmlings like? The 3 pass tiles they want in are in. Even the ship scoring is kind of okay for them. Okay, so Swarmlings could be good. What else do we want to play here? Not in love with Cultist here. Just because, again, I guess you are building trading posts so you can score off that. I'm always trying to find ways to like score a lot off the track and the pass tiles on Cultists because I like to play more econ-y kind of stuff. But this is like... Call rewards are kind of good. This is useless. Maybe we'll just throw in Swarmlings and let people pick other stuff. It's fine. Swarmlings are always good. Swarmlings and Giants are the factions that I think are always underbid. True. Well, I get your point, Chickens. Yeah, you don't technically have to pick a faction that is good for the setup necessarily, but you have to pick a faction that you know how to play based in the setup. And I think it's important to realize that the stuff that you're seeing, or you are seeing, or that I'm seeing, and that I'm saying out loud, Not everyone probably is. Now, AJ and Hard Diggler, I probably are. They're both like expert players, very strong. But I think that's the thing. Like, the way I want to play cultists here, I'm just not like... I mean, I guess it's fine. What am I talking about? But, like, I don't know. I'm just looking at this track. I don't know why. It's actually okay for them. So maybe it's a bad example. But sometimes the way you like to play a faction. Some factions I find there's a lot more variation in how you play them. And so based on the setup, each individual player might have a slight handicap or a slight leg up to the other people based on how you want to play a faction. And I think that's important. So Chickens, you and I are both good players. We both like cultists are a strong faction, let's say. We can always fix it in auction. However, some setups are probably going to be a bit better for you for cultists because you might like playing them a certain way, and some of them are a bit better for me because there's like, you know, certain shenanigans I like to do with them, and I like a certain type of setup where I can just like see a path for that. So I think that's important for auction. Is like AJ's talked a lot about this of like picking alchemists, not always because they're good, but because he thinks he sees a path. So he's like always like a few points better than someone else with alchemists, and I think we can have that same type of analysis with most factions, right? If it's like a way that you see that you can like, oh, I see a line here for here, is that like is a way that I would want to play them, that what you're seeing there is probably a 5-point bonus up above other people. You're seeing a specific line. Whereas if you're like, nomads here, I guess I could play them, but then like, yeah, you should probably, I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, that wasn't the most like clear rant. It's kind of weird. You have chaos. Chaos on the other side of the color wheel and no green in to take this hex. That seems wonderful. You just get to open Sanctuary into taking E7. That seems fun. You probably get Leech from Halflings. And you get this stuff later. And you just get the big building pass tile. That seems delicious. But our Swarmling's just better. I mean, Chaos can't be better than Swarmlings. It's Swarmlings. Right? That's not deep analysis. But I bid on Swarmlings because they're Swarmlings sometimes. Most of the time. I don't know. Also, Darklings. I'm gonna think about this. Halflings get a spade. Chaos get big building. Swarmlings get worker power or priest to air. Darklings get worker power or another dig. Darklings take worker power. They might open Sanctuary. People start here and here. Halflings probably do this or this. Leech Party might be here. Otherwise, Swarmlings, Darklings, Halflings, me. Chaos? I say me as though I'm taking Chaos here. Darklings have an okay game. Oh no, Darklings don't start here. Where do Darklings start? Oh, they can place their second dwelling last after Halflings place. Darklings probably start here. Oh, this is kind of weird for Darklings, right? Yeah, because they're sandwiched. I'm just going to pick Chaos, do a spicy Chaos bid. It's probably incorrect, but... I mean, how are Chaos actually better than Swarmlings or Darklings here? That, just as like a general rule, seems incorrect. But then all of my analysis of the game board makes it seem like Chaos is just better. I think now I take a tick off Swarmlings. That's also super reasonable. Darklings do have a round free dig round. I should try to bid them down. It's a little interesting because there's this Aronix player who I think is kind of newer, like not super high ranked, maybe. Yeah. Okay. I was thinking that this is actually perfect. I want Darklings to go down. I just don't want to play them. But sometimes when you're like bidding and there's like a lower ranked player, like there was a possibility that that player is just like, oh, I'll take halflings, and then, you know, then I have to worry about like, was it dumb to give hard diggler Darklings at 30? Darklings place their dwelling first. And so I don't think they place one in the east because halflings. So they go e5, they get e4 because Swarmlings don't care about it. And then they probably just do this stuff. Swarmlings probably take this, so they just mangle themselves in town somehow. And then halflings go e6. And probably, I mean, f5's the standard thing. If it was me, I'd probably go f7. Well, because then Swarmlings go, Swarmlings will go d2. Then halflings have to play twice. Place twice. So I probably go f7, e6 as halflings, so that I can still single dig e10 and d8's open. Swarmlings will probably place here, so if you start on f5, you won't get their stretch before they dig it, usually. Okay. So Darklings go here, then Swarmlings go here. Then halflings and halflings, and Swarmlings and Darklings. Oh. Darklings go first and single dig this. That's true. So maybe Swarmlings don't start here? Because that could be really bad if halflings start here and Darklings start here. Even if Darklings 1 Earth 1, they can just dig first action with their priest. They're getting an extra priest or worker power. Like, it's... makes a ton of sense just to... So unless, like, a lower, like, this person takes halflings and does, like, some weird stuff with them, I don't think Swarmlings actually start G6 here, because their life is miserable. So where do you start as Swarmlings? I guess you start over here? You get no... Maybe you just go D5? Okay, they just strand this sanctuary and they're not too sad about it. Okay. Or they could just go d5. Yeah. I'm still going to go with Swarmlings here. Let me see if there's any settlement stats that are interesting for this. It says chaos are amazing. Fair enough. I mean, there's 127 games in here, so it's probably worthwhile looking at. It says chaos are still good. One thing I do not understand about Swarmling, or about Snellman stats, is it always shows Swarmling so bad. And I just do not buy it. Now, how bad are halflings here? This track is pretty rough for Darklings because they probably just don't open Sanctuary. Well, I'm taking another tick. I don't let Darklings get taken by anyone too low. It's kind of an awkward auction, to be honest. D14 ordered? you guys talking about? H4, yeah, H4 is the other option, for sure. But they need one spot that's a neighbor that's going to be their stronghold. So I don't know that H4 makes sense because, like, they start G6 or D5 to build a stronghold. Then their other spot should just be D2, probably. Isn't it just better? It's just access to more hexes. You might want to build out some more dwellings in this round. I don't know. I guess you don't, but... Alright. More comfortable taking point off Swarmlings here. There's a good amount of pressure on the big building tile. Because Chaos and Darklings are all going to want it. And Chaos have it this turn. We'll have it in round 1, so I don't think Swarmlings get the big building tile in round 2, unless they're the last to pass. Like Darklings might just get it. Chaos will probably just have 4 moves. Yeah. Oh, Darklings won't get it. Oh, wait a second. Maybe Swarmlings do. Swarmlings get the big building tile into round 2. Could someone count? I can't count anymore. Chaos Magicians will take a coin action if they start on this. And they'll just go TP Temple, coin Sanctuary. Pass for call coins or something. Whatever. Halflings don't, and then when they pass, Halflings can have it. Halflings won't want it. So it's going to go to Darklings. Darklings are going to first action dig this probably. Well, either way, they're going to go TP, Temple, dig, maybe a power action. Oh, but yeah. That's the thing. But Darklings are in an earlier seed order, so if they both have 4 turns, which would be the most Darklings would have. If they took a power action, which they might not if they start on worker power, they might not want a worker's action, and Chaos might take coins from them. But even if they do take a power action, it's only 4 turns for them, and Darklings goes first. Darklings, Chaos, right? They go through 4 times, Darklings passes first. So Swarmlings can outlast Darklings, then Swarmlings do get Chaos's pass tile. Right. Because then it looks a lot like Swarmlings getting worker power, double dig Stronghold, delay their temple till round 2 when they're on the big building bonus, maybe even get a Sanctuary out. I don't know Swarmlings math well enough. They town up immediately. And then round 3 they're on the TP bonus with 2 coins on it, because who wants it at that point? And then they're cooking. But I really don't want my Stronghold stranded. So I want our Renix to take Halflings and not start F7. That'd be clutch. When do I get my Sanctuary? If you build a like Stronghold, Trading Post, 2 Dwelling, round 1 with double dig, that's your round 1. And then round 2 you town. Do you get a Sanctuary out with your temple? Why don't I know this basic stuff? It's so stupid. Swarming start with 10 workers. They need 8. So they need 12 workers to town up with a double dig round 1. Wait, what? Oh, no. What am I talking about? You need another spade. Sorry, this is really brutal for any Swarmlings players in the house. You need to spade the following round. Oh, and you just don't build your trading post where your stronghold is in round 1. You do it over here. Then in the next round, you need a spade, dwelling, temple, TP, town, sanctuary. I don't even know if that's possible. Yeah. I said it without looking at that. Just want that for the... Yeah, I just feel like bidding on Swarmlings more is a good idea. Yeah. I love playing Swarmlings. They always look really good. And, but for some reason, yeah, I just have never... I can't just math the heck out of them. Whereas like all the engineers openings and darklings openings, like based on their past tile and the starting positions, I can figure out in like 10 seconds whether they're getting the sanctuary in round 1 or like all that stuff. Engineers, same, like what past tile they get dictates basically what they're doing. But with Swarmlings, I have to like count on my fingers basically. Okay. I think probably just another bit on Swarmlings. And I don't know why I'm looking at Snellman stats, because Snellman just hates Swarmlings. So it's all lies. Chaos are good, but they're not this good, are they? I think I take a tick off Swarmlings, and then we reevaluate. Yeah, that's true, Danny. Although engineers openings can be tricky too, because like every like sequencing with engineers is so important. Because like the build order and like and stuff is like really important when you're trying to cycle power before you take your power action. And so like even if you know you're ending 2 temple dwelling because you're starting worker power, you're basically just taking a single spade action, like the sequence that you do that to like get power to flow and get the most leech is where NG I find it get complicated. CM are that good, they probably win network and do good on cults. Fair enough. I mean, I'm not getting a good price in anything here. I mean, yeah, Chaos just start the game off with 9 points. They go into round 2 with an air worker, earth 2. So they go into round 2 with 3 workers. Plus whatever they pass on to. Which I should already know the answer to that. Halflings are what? Building a temple for air 2 and digging out 2 dwellings? And doing what with their power? Maybe I take a tick off Chaos now. Danny, the game I just played, Block, my man. He opened Stronghold. No, it wasn't Block. In the last game I just played, someone opened Stronghold Halflings. So what game was that I played? Oh, that was the test stream that I did when F2O was going on. I had like no one watching. I was like streaming, testing this new overlay and stuff when F2O was on because I didn't want anyone watching in case the stream crashed. Yeah, guys totally open Stronghold Halflings. I don't even remember what I was playing. Witches, I guess. Sandwich NGs with no open hexes. I don't like NGs in weird setups where you have to bridge and stuff. I don't like tall NGs. I don't know why. Let's get over it. My favorite way to play engineers are 15 structure engineers. Don't build a sanctuary or stronghold. Like the opposite of tall. Build 3 temples. Oh gosh. Sorry. Oh, I did watch the first pit of it while I was queuing, which is like during your guys' auction, and I saw Deep Finesse. I could hear Deep Finesse and Nerdcube talking about how they thought engineers were going to play. Oh, of course, it was sandwich engineers. Yeah. I'm sure they were talking about that. They were even going on about like British strat stuff. I think in that case, chickens, that would be a situation where if engineers in that setup were worth, I don't know, were 15 points worse than the next faction, that like I would need a 20-point gap. Like I'm just 5 points worse than the average player and engineers in those setups, which comes back to sort of our discussion from earlier on about why faction selection is important. How bad are halflings? Pretty bad, right? They don't really do anything on cults. They probably win second in network, assuming they connect, which isn't obvious. Oh yeah, because we're dealing with Chaos and Darklings. They get about 80 points by the end of round 3, and then they score like 5 more for the rest of the game. Oh, don't tell me that. Halflings are sneaky good. When people say that on stream, they're always right. I thought Swarmlings were sneaky good here. I'm driving all of these players crazy, but this is not an obvious setup, and I also... Alright. Yeah, but they've got to be more than 10 points worse than Sandwich Darklings. No. Alright. So, what's this Darklings player going to be doing? Okay. So I get worker power here, which means I can open double dig. I think I go D2 here. That's one of them. And then it's either D5 or G6, and I'm not sure. If I go D5, maybe take priest and wheel double dig. Once the placement, once the dwellings are placed. We'll see. Alright, Diggler. I'm hoping you go F5. So, presumably, so I could go D5 and send a priest to air and try to wheel double dig and just upgrade first action. G5 and G1. G5 and D1? Yeah. That's sort of what I'm thinking. Assuming Darklings don't go G5 here. That's interesting. I mean, I could stronghold sanctuary. And not take this. Like, it's more expensive dig-wise. The SA town on the west now? Well, it was always going to be on the west. If this placement wasn't there, I was assuming I'd take worker power here, double dig and stronghold here, turn this to black, and this is my 4-hex town, and then I just dig these out as my SA. But now I'm considering this to be my stronghold because I'll get some... Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's Stronghold Town and Sanctuary Town is this. So I just take this. Now the question is, do I just single dig this? And I think I do, because I want to get a town sooner rather than later. So Stronghold, and then I use my trading post is here. Next round's trading post with a single spade. Could do it. I'm going to do this, and then you guys can tell me if you hate this. Oh, you guys want me to do both big buildings over? I can't think through that. My round is TP, Stronghold. It's not 5 moves anymore, which is kind of annoying. Because I'm not building 2 dwellings. Oh, that's why I should have built here. Because I'd get this bonus going. I'd get this bonus. For sure. I don't know. Well, and I don't know if I want 2 dwellings this round. Right, if I wanted 2 dwellings this round. It's a good point. Whether or not I build my temple also depends on what I can pass on. Oh, okay. Two, right. So the mistake here was not... reason I liked this is because if I get a single spade, then I can town next turn. And if I did this, then I would need another double spade. Does that make sense? I'm hoping every once in a while I'll say something that everyone will be like, yeah, oh, okay. Thank God. We've got Danny B's blessing. It's reasonable. But yeah, Danny totally blew my mind once. You're playing like Blitz Fjord or something, you know, something very normal like that. And I took double dig because, you know, it's better than single dig. But I was trying to rush a town or a sanctuary the next turn, and you made this comment that it was like because Swarmling's economy don't snowball, like their ROI takes multiple rounds for dwellings, that actually the best path to a town was actually not building out as much stuff, but was building out like less. And I was like, which everyone else is just like, yeah, that's how Swarmlings are. But to me, that was pretty interesting. Just eating coffee. Yeah, for sure. It depends on the situation. I think I made myself broke. Like, I needed to get a sanctuary or town at the next round. Like, there was something I was really trying to do. I mean, I guess next round the town doesn't do anything for me. Maybe I do. I don't know. Do I just delay my towns until round 4? Alright, so what has AJ done? Oh, okay, AJ bought a priest. Makes a lot of sense. Alright, I'm just building a stronghold here. Oh, that's interesting, Danny. So AJ's going for a coins action here too. This really makes sense. His first choice of favors, I actually don't know why it wasn't fire 1 air 2, because it would have given him a little more. But anyhow, I assume this priest is going to air, which will give him 3 power. So he'll get 3 power, and then he can burn for the 7 coin action. I guess if he takes coins, he's 3 turns away from securing his next round of favors, and so maybe he's concerned I would try to Earth 1 block him. Or maybe that's why he took Earth 1 now as opposed to taking an extra power off Fire 1. That's my interpretation. Okay. So we be Darkling's friends a little bit, because this is where we want my sanctuary to be. So building a temple, I lose 4 points off the track. Basically, I convert 4 points, 2 coins, and 2 power into a priest. I think AJ's concerned that I'll take... Oh no, he has his Earth 1, he doesn't care. Yeah, so I think he just goes priest to air here. Yeah. So AJ has a really long round because he's taking... I don't think Hard Diggler takes coins here. But like, AJ bought a priest, sent a priest to a cult, and then is probably taking coins, and then doing 3 upgrades. That's like 6 turns. So he's passing right away. Not sure on to what. I guess cult claims? Doesn't seem great. But it's fine. Just spade is pretty good for me. I think if I can, I just pass for the spade here. I'm not sure that I want to trade 2 coins and 2 power and 4 points for a priest. And I think Darklings probably just pass on to the spade anyhow, either way. Probably just a spade here. In which case I get a priest going into round 2. Do I want 2 priests? Temple next round, that's what I'm thinking. I think some people in chat are saying I build it this round. So I get the spade either way. The question is, do I want... Yeah, I think I'm just passing for the priest, or for the spade. Now I can town next round, but it costs me 3 points. Can I even do it? Basically, I only have enough workers to build 2 dwellings and a temple if I town up first, which means I'd have to TP up here before I get water 1, so that seems ugly. So what I'd like to do is just temple for water 1, dig these 2 dwellings, and then use a trading post action here or something to get a 2 key town. Points greedy? Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I don't know that anyone's going to be super interested in the 2 key town, like, or sorry, Chaos are, but I think we just probably beat Chaos to it. This is just 2 digs, presumably, E5 and F3. I guess the question for Hard Diggler is, can he take a coin action and wield the double dig? I think that's what's going through his mind right now. If he takes coins, who takes 2 spades? AJ? Where does he put them? I guess this makes sense. This is funny for AJ because I think if Darklings allows him to, I think he might just take coins and upgrade ship. Like, he can just leave this gray hex for a good while. Okay. Question is, what do I do here with my power? And the answer might be to buy a priest. That's what I'm thinking. It's worth 2 coins. Well, that's a good point. So right now I have 3 moves. Temple, dwelling, trading post. A priest makes it 5. Because I'm getting a sanctuary next round. Yeah. I don't want Earth 1 here, do I? I don't really... Do I Earth 1 until it's... I lose 3 points? We've already built a dwelling. Earth 1 is worth 8 points, but I lose 3 off Water 1. Yeah. I don't know. I see people take Earth 1 with Swarmlings. I don't really... I don't know. I was digging it on landscape lakes. Is that with 3 town? I don't know. You like Water 1? Yeah. I already built a dwelling. I guess it's like 8 points, which isn't nothing for Swarmlings. But I lose 3 points this round, and so, like... I mean, I know you still get Water 1 and then usually Air 1, and so it just means your Air 1 is later, and also your Air 1 is in replace of one of your, like, 3 steps up a cult that you might normally take. So, I don't really know how to evaluate all that. So I now use my spade. I want to be able to double dig later, so I think I just take D1 now. Maybe I can double dig E1 and H7. I'll build a dwelling right away, and then I'll try to pass on to this if I can, if not that. Just taking a coin. At this point, this is just an expensive coin. I could probably do one of these. I'm interested what you guys think about that leech. That's like round 3 leech at this point. So I just took like a coin for 1.5 points in round 3, effectively. I still can't get out of this round yet. I don't think it matters a ton where I do this. That's true. I mean, I have enough coins for a sanctuary next round. But yes. It does matter where that trading post goes. I think it's supposed to be here. Well, I mean, I just sequenced my turns slightly differently in order not to control when I town up. Like, next turn, my trading post has to go here, and if I'm getting a sanctuary, it means I won't build my dwelling here. Well, I'm not getting double dig anyhow, but... If I did it on D1 and somehow have single dig, I could build dwellings. Oh, I see. Yeah, I was just assuming all of my power was coins. But yeah, good point. It's true, but I think the argument, chickens, is that if I could get single dig, then I could build I-10, which would just be, you know, getting my workers back quicker. Okay. Because this is like 11 coins here. So you guys look at my resources, and then this is 4, 5 to 6 workers, and 12 to 13 coins. So this helps me get out of dwelling. Oh, okay, this is nice. That free leech, that was really nice, because now I got 4 power for 2 coins. Yeah, so I got 2 coins each for 1 victory point. I don't think so, BC Goa, if I'm pronouncing your username correctly. I think I pass. You think Chaos? CM? Maybe that was before he did this. Sometimes my responses to your guys' comments are... Oh gosh, that is really nice. All right, so I'm getting 6 power, so that feels a lot like a bunch of coins. I don't think there's no free leech I'm going to get. So I'm just going to pass like this. and I'll be right back. Yeah, they're very comparable. Did the spade come with a coin on it? Oh no, I just passed on it. Yeah, a spade and it's very comparable. So I just take a coins action. Right? I don't double dig here. No. No. I take a coins action. Well, double dig in a dig round is tempting, but I need 8 coins for my sanctuary. That's kind of sad. But I have a priest, which is a coin and a half up water if I get it, but I can't be guaranteed I get any more. So I can't even like burn a power token. 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. It's a bit of a shame to be like, I need spades at some point and to like not take them. Like in a dig round when you're swarmlings is like pretty annoying. Oh, and the spade round for chaos. Oh, that's way better. I was thinking you guys were even arguing about whether bond 6 versus the spade is just better in general for chaos. Like, do they want 2 workers and 4 points or a spade and 2 coins? And in round 3, I think they just want the spade and 2 coins over 4 points. Yeah, there's no way I can do... Well... Double dig leaves me with 1 coin left. Huh. It's bloody, but is it that bloody? I mean, I burn a power token if I get a priest to water. If I don't get a priest to water, then I worker to coin. And it's 4 points. And it's no coins action, I do realize, is the downside to it. We're going to go for it, folks. But you know what also is going to happen? I'm declining building both of these. I might miss the TP pass tile. Is it going to be that quick of a round? Am I doing much other than digging, declining, build? I'm doing 3 turns. Either way, it's 3 turns. Oh, 4 if I want to go priest to... I think I just take Act 4 here, folks. I mean, this is also pretty ugly. Now this might be worth it so that I can single dig. But then, or should I just be saving up for double dig next round? Thanks, Danny. Gosh, I want to send a Priest of Water. I want to take a single dig on H7. If I can build a dwelling there, then I can just open next round with a dwelling on I10 and build a town. But I also want to pass with a trading post bonus. And I can just open with double dig and then lose 2 key town. A lot of considerations here as Swarmlings. I assume Chaos are just... I mean, does he have shipping yet? I don't know. Maybe he's just planning on upgrading ship and taking G1 with his spade, but otherwise if he spades E2, it's just... He just towns up now. Yeah. So I down convert 1 power to a coin. I'll pass onto the TP bonus, and then open with double dig, town up, and then just send priests to cults where I can, basically. Now I'm going to decline... Do I want a coin at this point in the game? For a point? Not sure if that was correct. Alright, thanks, bees. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Am I getting either leech that I care about? I don't really care. Any more leech is just a 2 for 1. I just pass now. Up until about when, Bisigoa? I mean, at a certain, I guess, up until maybe next round, but then after that, it probably doesn't. I converted. Yeah. And my sequence next turn is double dig H7, E1, build on H7, right? I have 4 workers, so I'm going to use 1, 2, 3, 4, and I have quite a few coins. So build both of those, town up with an 8-pointer, get 3 workers through my ability, use those to build this, trading post, town up for another 8-pointer if I can, priest to water, priest to air, something like that. Yeah, for sure, for sure. They're on their way. I do have to be a little bit careful. He has upgraded digs, but no shipping. I mean, hard diggler is, you know. I'm not sure that I do chickens. Maybe I need to. I don't know. Is someone gonna double dig block me? Hard diggler probably wouldn't. He'll have the power for it. I guess he doesn't. But then my towns are kind of slower. Maybe it depends on, yeah, I'll take a look. Yeah, it's fine. I was also just like looking at hard diggler stuff. If he upgrades ship twice, but I can still beat him to I-10 even if I priest a water and his first 2 moves are ship upgrades. So. Oh, but if he's just doing it on land, like he might bugger with this, so I might just open with a double dig to take this, then he takes this, then I take that. I mean, I don't know if this is that good for him to like take this stuff, but I don't know. I am keeping an eye on hard diggler just because he likes to play a little bit more, well, diggy. Yeah. We still have tempo. It's super fine. If he was able to place a dwelling in H10 this turn, it would be bad, but it's okay. But yeah, this does mean that I now need to do this. I assume this is the 2-key town with the trading post. But I'm sure AJ also wants a coin action. Oh, I guess he just, yeah. So he gives Hard Digger the coins. I mean, this looks pretty strong from AJ because he's like got 3 cults. If Hard Digger doesn't build on H8 right now, which he probably does if he was planning on this round. No, he takes coins. Now I think I Priest to Water. Classic Swarmling sending first Priest to the cults in round 4. This round will, well, this is going to be a bit of a weird round probably, not the greatest for me, but there's no open pass tile. So there's no like pressure to like get out of the round as quickly as possible. Ghostly, that's a really good question. And I don't really know the answer to that. I don't know, would you rather a 3 for 2 or a free power here? Not sure. I think I think there's an argument for both of those, honestly. I think it's at that point in the game, but there's decent score to be made in the game. There's 3 pass tiles. He has Earth 1, built-in scoring. Like, he has stuff to do with Leech. He's trying to connect. He's trying to basically fight Darklings for network. Visigoa, you think it's straight up 3 for 2 is better than a free Leech for Halflings. There you go. Yeah, and I certainly buy that. So my plan here on the cults, by the way, is to get like 8, 4, 4, and 2. Or sorry, 8, 4, 4, and 0. Which isn't great, 16 call points, but I'm also taking 2 high VP towns. Presumably this is Air 1. Oh, Water 2? Oh, that's kind of annoying for me. I don't really know why Water 2. I know he doesn't have any TPs up yet, but is he gonna... Both 8-pointers? For me? Yeah. Major Tom, yeah, I'm taking both 8-pointers if I can. So I'd like another Priest of Water here. I think I probably do win the Water Call, and I might actually just try to lock it up this turn if I'm allowed to. Which I think basically looks like, unless AJ buys a Priest. Which he might. Another 8-point town and a Priest of Water, and then I sit at the 9 spot. Anyone else founding a town? I mean, like, Hard Diggler is, but he's 2 turns away, as am I, though. When I build a dwelling on E1, like, I then have... Well, no, Hard Diggler has Temple right now if he builds a TP. Yeah. Shipping track. Okay, so I can have water this round. This is also have to be... Well, I don't know. It seems like a longer round, but I don't know what Hard Diggler is up to here. He has upgraded digs, but no shipping. It's fine. Maybe he just digs this? I don't know. He does want the trading post. Oh, he has water 1 too. Right, he's sanctuaried. Okay, well anyhow, I'm just going to do this. My priests are tempo control. So I town up here, and then I start sending priests to cults until someone passes. If I can outstall Hard Diggler, I will. It's almost tempting to buy another priest here. I'd have to burn below 6, but I don't need spades anymore. Because I think now I just get... I get Hard Diggler's pass tile, probably. Depends on what he does. Costs me points. What does? Buying a priest? I don't know what this is. Is this the 8-pointer? Then I guess I take the 9, probably. No, coin town. Okay. Oh, well then Hard Diggler doesn't have that many moves left, so this kind of works well for me. So I just do this. I get 1, 2, 3, 4 power. Works. And now I just stay in the round until I can pass on to Hard Diggler's pass on. If I pass into his pass tile, then I'm feeling in a pretty good situation. I think I do get water. I think I do get second on air and fire. Oh, you guys are talking about Halfling's Leech. I said... I was talking about buying a priest, and then I read cost you points as the comment there. Yeah, if I pass on to Bond 6 for all you Snowman snobs, that's correct, right? This guy? The snazzy little boy here? How good is my game? Are we competitive? So next round I probably build a temple. Right? Actually, I see why water 2. Water 2 is handy for this kind of bull crap. Because otherwise you just start being like stogging priests in there, which, I mean, priests are workers at the end of the day, but so it's like kind of okay late to do that, but it is still really annoying. I kind of like this water 2 to defend some of these sort of fights. It's bedtime, Ghostly. Alright, have a good night. Thanks for staying with me. Us. Yeah, so we pass here at 75. And then I'm basically trying to fight some cults and upgrading upgrading my digs and stuff. I probably have 7 more priests this game. So it's 2 priests to cults, shipping and everything else. So I'm just going to stay until the end of this round. How much do you guys hate me buying a priest? And sending 3 priests to air this turn. And then I need a temple next turn so I can water 3. I can, but I can also make a play to win water and air and take an 8-point tile with 2 workers on it that leaves the TP bonus open and pretty much pass. But yeah, I'm thinking of buying a priest. I'm going to send another priest to air until my power is completely full. Buy a priest, down convert, priest to air, and then pass onto the big building bonus. First action, water 3. Upgrade something to a trading post and pass. Although this is annoying. So I go priest, buy a priest, send a priest to air. Cool. He goes dig, dig. So I go priest, he goes dig. I go buy a priest, he goes dig. I send a priest to a cult, he passes. Well, no, only weird people do cults in the wrong direction. Not sure what the temple next move? Alright, I understand if you guys hate this stuff. I'm going to do this line, and then, like, tell me if this is bad and if I should be doing something else. Yeah, if this TPD tile is open, I'm going to, one way or another, have a lightning fast round. So 3 power. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 4, 8, I need to take a, yep, so I can actually get a free leech if someone builds next to me. There's another thing that I can stay in the round and just try to get Hard Diggler's pass tile and upgrade ship. I'm also greeting points here, right? So like, what feels winning is winning 2 cults. And yeah, that feels winning. Sorry, that wasn't that great of a statement. Because like I could just like upgrade a trading post and then literally just pass onto the TP bond, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Because I just pass for another 12. I make 15 points next turn, and I just pass again and make another stupid amount of points the following round. He should, so I could also just pass on to the shipping pass tile. In which case I could open Temple Air 3. Or open Temple Water 2. Well, then I need to actually commit to that. It's 1 bump better in round 6. Ignore that. Temple Water 3. Upgrade to a trading post. Upgrade, and then I don't care what happens on the rest of the cults. Upgrade digs twice. And then pass on to the ship VP and use my 3 priest income because no, yeah, this is fine because I have 3 more priests this game, 2 in my supply. I guess that's the thing, like Chaos already has water 1 and 2, so he can't like water 2, water 3. He can take water 3. Yeah, that's why, like, the decisions might be a lot simpler here, because Andrew might just temple for water 3. In which case he has temple on me, because even if I water 2'd, I wouldn't be able to do it. So we'll see. But if he doesn't do it, I'm going to have a think about this. What did... Oh, he got the coins. I guess the downside is if I do this, Hard Diggler might do a funny thing where he just passes for some reason. No, it's a dwelling round. He's going to build. I was going to say that he would just like pass, and then I'd have to like pass onto his ship tile. Yeah, fair enough. VCGO, I actually trust your judgment more than my own on this, but I'm going to do this and learn the hard way if this is incorrect. The thing about the temple, though, chickens, is that the temple's now or never. All AJ had to do was water 3 there, and he has temple on the cult. That's why it's a tricky decision, and maybe incorrect. But in my experience playing Swarmlings, you just run out of things to do with your stuff. You run out of ways to score. Oh, he has no TP. That I didn't notice because I've been... Fair enough. Right, so I guess there wasn't any rush on it. But if I'm doing it, I'm doing it. So I'm going to pull a Logus and say, it's fine. Now the other thing is if I want to fully advance all my technology, I actually need to stay in the round even longer because I'm going to need to upgrade digs. Like I have 5 priests for the rest of the game. So it might actually be a play for the ship VP. driving some of you crazy here for these these weird shenanigans. So these probably are workers. So it's awkward. I lost 7 coins. How did I lose 7 coins? Well, I didn't lose 7 coins. I lost 3. I was going to build this anyhow. So if Hard Diggler has 2 moves, that's perfect, because what I'm now aiming for is upgrading digs twice. If Hard Diggler passes now for the trading post bonus, it's kind of annoying, because then it's priest to worker. I mean, I can still like upgrade digging next round and then buy a priest with a power, but it's basically like, yeah, it's less efficient. I'm losing like resource points there. True, it's true. It's true. At this point, the efficiency gain through 7 coins is not as good as the... Well, I mean, this probably goes back to, like, all of these points that you're making go to your argument of not templing this round. Presumably this is the TP tile. Maybe he has a bunch of stuff he wants to do, and what he's passing for are cult coins and 7 more coins. No, okay, it's not. He's passing for the TP bonus and a bunch of coins. So this is awkward, but... So, I have 10 power next turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm getting... Yeah, it's all becoming coins because I have 13 power income, which is good because I'm upgrading ship a bunch. My priests are workers. Yeah, and this is kind of reasonable from Hard Diggler. Like, it's right, like you're passing for a scoring bonus and a 7 coin action to allow you to score off that bonus is pretty good, and the bonus is also the one that has synergy with a round and a scoring tile. Like, it's decent. So next round's going to look something like upgrade ship, buy a priest, upgrade ship, upgrade digs, build a trading post with my stronghold, maybe build a temple, manually upgrade, manually build a trading post. That all seems like too much, but those are all the things I could do. Why decline 7%? It's true. What was I thinking? I'm so sorry. I'm just ending the stream now. I'm just going away. Bye, everyone. I also super need to take this calendar off this wall. It is absolutely not November of 2019. 2020. Okay, it's not that bad. My lovely Amnesty International calendar. You know. Yeah, I was sort of thinking that, Major Tom. So this is some of the math I have to do. 7 for 6. Oh, it's tempting. Yeah, so all the possible things we could do for points in no particular. This is not in correct order, and we're not doing all of these things because it sounds really expensive. Upgrade ship 3 times, and then we're out of priests. Take action 2 for a priest, and leech somewhere, or just get some going up the cult, which I'll get to in a second, so that we can 5 power for another priest, which we can get back. So once we upgrade ship, they'll be back in our supply. So ship, action 2, 5 power, priest, upgrade dig, upgrade dig. Use our trading post action for 6 points. Build another temple for something silly like Earth 3, so that we can build another 6-point trading post manually, actually paying for it. Neighbors are an issue. We would do that if halflings came to H6. We would build it on the manual trading post on I-10. Those are all the possible things we could do. The temple itself doesn't do much for us. It's basically 2 points, but it allows us to build another 6-point trading post. So it's probably like 8 points, swing of 10 to someone. So we'll say 8 for like 16 resources, which is, I can do math. It's hard. It's not that much better than just converting them into resources, but it's like 5.5 resource points for like 8 points, swing of 10. It's not terrible, but that seems very expensive. Oh, we need another dwelling to build an extra TP. Oh, that's true. We're not doing that. Scrap that line. That sounds horrible. Cancelled. Not happening. Yep. Yeah, so I'm just upgrading technology 5 times. If I can. Which means that my sequence is something like this. Upgrade shipping. And then action 2. And then we need a 3 for 2. Upgrade dig? So I'm on the ship tile. Why do you want me to upgrade digs first? Oh, sorry, you might be right. That might have come across. I'm intrigued, not irritated. I mean, I haven't done the. I mean, upgrading digs is a lot of points, but like this is just like 3 dig upgrades is 18 points. 18 points for 15 resources. And this is 12 points for 16 resources. The ships are just slightly more efficient. Okay? Oh, okay. I think BCO, if you just didn't notice the ship VP, you're totally right. Digs are king. And this might be a really weird and kind of sad Swarmlings game where I might only get to like 1 dig advance. And to anyone who's like newer to Terra Mystica, like most of the time when you encounter digging factions, it's kind of like because someone chose an economic line or because they just have like gotten a lot of resources, took high VP towns, like they have the stuff to just like do it. It seems like an expensive, almost a luxury thing to like upgrade your digs. With Swarmlings, however, it's like unless something weird happens or you're playing poorly, like basically every game you upgrade digs. And the reason for that is I mean, it's a simple thing. You look at the faction board, everything costs more. So if you want to score 3 points here, it costs me more than it does for Chaos Magicians. Everything that Swarmlings does just costs more. So these pass tiles have less stuff on them relative to the amount of things you can build. With the exception of shipping and digging. Like digging isn't 6 coins and 3 workers. Shipping isn't a priest and 6 coins. Like it costs the same. So like at a glance, the most obvious thing to do with Swarmlings is actually like do all of this stuff. And even if you don't use it, just upgrade. It's just like incredible point conversion. Like it's really hard to make 6 points of Swarmlings more efficiently than just like upgrading digs once. And so that's something that like, yeah, you should just notice if you're new to Swarmlings. Is it's like everything costs more. They're sort of like the anti-engineers, except for randomly, for some reason, shipping and digging are actually the same cost. So you should basically always do it and stop digging at a certain point. If I was playing landscape Swarmlings, I probably would have tried to like carve out another town in through stuff, probably with these hexes or something. I don't know. Or if Darkwings weren't in the game, you just go up and do this stuff. Like you would upgrade diggings after this amount of spades. This is like the most amount of spades from past tiles that you would pretty much ever take as Swarmlings. You would just upgrade digs and then dig out your third town, and you might even do it earlier. Oh, well, that's a free power. That's actually helpful. That means that when I take a priest, I'll accept a 2-for-1. Right? Whose stuff am I going to dig? Without shipping, I don't dig anyone's stuff. I just do this. The problem is I don't think I get a 2-for-1. That was my 2-for-1. Well, it was that. No, that could never have been. That was a 2-for-1 if I was short a coin, because I could have. But no, that was never going to be a 2-for-1. I need a real 2-for-1 because I just took a priest. So 3-for-2 from chaos. Yep, that's true. And then so we can lose 2 points in order to convert. Well, yeah. Because it's 2 workers. The last dig upgrade will be this much stuff. And then 5 power, which could just be 3 coins. So without the 3-for-2, let's assume we have everything but that. Oh, we just have 4. Yeah. It might, it depends on the rounding of how the resource points work out here. It might actually just be a wash. The last dig upgrade. But I guess I should count that out. This was not a short game. Oh, I have to count stuff. 2 points better. Why can't I spell intuitive? There. Well, it was quick math. That might have been sketchy. So basically what I'm saying right now is with this power, with this power, the rest of my game is upgrade dig twice and upgrade ship twice. I also build a trading post, but that doesn't use my resources. So I do that. And that's, it's like 19 points, and then I'll end up with 5 resources, so it's 24. Minus the 2 points that I lost, it's net of 22. If I don't do this, I came out with 20 points when I just upgrade ship twice and upgrade dig once, and then get more resource points. My math could be wrong, but that's the methodology. But if someone wants to, for interest's sake, I mean, my game is locked in. Someone smarter than me calc that. Okay. So BC Goa says it's a wash, Chicken says it's 0 to 1, and I say it's 2. But it's never worse? Okay, so it's just fancy play. Okay, that's good. As long as it's not objectively worse. I love making mistakes that have no impact on me. Also repping the Quebec mug today. It was for Danny B. Who was on earlier. This 3 for 2 is not happening. This is the bad 3 for 2. Alright. So now that we're locked in, I guess we do just upgrade digs. I mean, I can threaten stuff. So what am I saying that I'm spending 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Spending 17 more resources. And I have that many. So that's 3 resource points plus a ship upgrade and a dig advance and a pass for 9 and a 6-point trading post and a 4-point air 1 and 99 points, 0 in the cult, 16. I assume Darklings will jump me, so it's just straight up 18. Someone beating 149 here. AJ's got 8, 19, 20. 24. What's the network deal? He wins. No, maybe Darkling fights him. If he wins network, it's 42. So he's one. If he wins network, it's one. He's 144 plus whatever he does with his resources. So AJ's got this. He must have 6 points of stuff. But yeah, he has 6 resource points. So can he win network? Can Darklings take that into? Yeah, yeah. Darklings get out 2 more dwellings. And get another town and connect. So AJ needs 2 more hexes to build on, which he's at 3 ship and he already has it. So AJ wins the game because he has network. Sick. How's Hard Diggler doing? His network is 3rd. He's in 3rd in network. Swing a priest to here. It's better. 2, 4, 6. His 12 endgame. He builds another trading post. Does he build 2 trading posts? Yeah, he probably just builds 2 more trading posts. Sends a priest off. Has 3 digs with his priest or something. I don't know. 2 trading posts is 12. Passes for 8. Network. Air 1. Sitting at 103, and then I said he had 6 on cults. Okay. Oh, he has a town. Okay. Okay. So I'm coming in 3rd here, I think. Yeah, this has been a lengthy one. We've been live for 2 hours, 9 minutes. I guess the first 10 minutes was probably finding a queue. Finding a table. Not sure what... Oh, I guess that's just... He wanted workers and coins. Is that what a power town is about? Two workers, 5 coins, not the converted 4 powers. Yeah, equals 11. Yeah, for sure. I think the way if you're talking about my resource points, the way I often calculate those is I calculate all of my resources down to coins, but then when I was calculating my last ship advance, it was basically like a 9 coin advance. So I was counting my power, but then I was counting my 5 power priest as 5 resources. But yeah, me also being slowed, upgrading digs meant chaos could come over here. Like, this is kind of goofy. This is not stuff that usually happens a ton. And so maybe it's like back to that double dig and greeting out the sanctuary as well. Even though I took that coins action, which I really wanted, could have been right. Some of games in Swarm Leagues I kind of struggle a little bit because I'm always like really eager to pass, but then it's hard to like get priests to cults and do things like take double dig and then send a priest to a cult and then accept a 2-for-1 and then burn tokens so that you can still get your like building out, like which you do with a lot of other factions. It's like, how can I get everything? But that stuff just takes a long time. Or like buying a priest, sending it to a cult. Because like, yeah, in the early and even mid game, like lots of factions are okay, really until the last like 3 rounds, and even really sometimes 2 rounds, like just taking like a better round that allows them to snowball their economy, carve out more towns, fight on network, and then like pass for some coins, as opposed to like jumping ship early just for a pass tile. But with Swarmlings, it's always, pass tiles are kind of king. So I don't know what Hard Diggler's up to. He took a power town, which can only really make sense to me, I guess, if you wanted a coin town, but there was no coin town available because he wants to upgrade. Oh, he needs to upgrade ship a bunch. Oh, that's handy. I was thinking he was getting another TP out. But this looks a lot like 2 ship advances. But he still did get that town. He also might not have any call points. Yeah, because he can upgrade ship twice. And then he basically just has 2 priest/workers to dig with. So digs are points. This is a point to him, but also comes with a power, which probably doesn't matter. It could be a resource point, but it's also a swing against Darklings. So I assume that's probably what that does. I'm just delaying giving Hard Diggler this 2-for-1, basically. So yeah, so I'm assuming Hard Diggler takes this, Priest of Water, and then it's just a dig. Hey, no worries, Major Tom. Yeah, I appreciate you tuning in for sure. Yeah, and I'd love to play an arena with you at some point. So hopefully that'll happen soon. Oh, he goes that. You still upgrade ship once, right? Oh, because he knows I have to give him a 2-for-1. So right now I have 11. I have 3 resource points. Yeah, so building a temple, I would lose 3 resource points and an air 1 point to do anything. So there's a way I can make up 4 points. Like, the answer is no. They can just TP? Oh, I see. That's pretty juicy because they've already beat my network, of course. Yeah, that's a good point, Ultima. I was just realizing now that because I have extra resource points, I can actually just dig twice and it doesn't matter. So I totally could have. Yeah, I might have made a mistake. At this point, it doesn't make sense. If I build a temple, I lose 4 points, basically, and there's nothing I can do to make up 4 points. So I just pass the free resource points. CM loses 1 free power. So I'm 150 here. But Hard Diggler hasn't passed yet. So he's like... And then plus Cult. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I beat Hard Diggler by 2 points, or am I crazy? Yeah, that was a huge mistake. Oh my gosh, your chaos like 162? Oh, Chaos is tied for first in network. Well, AJ wins this. But I have him buy some resource points. I have Hard Diggler by resource points. Is anyone picking up what AJ is suggesting? Starting D5 and taking his gray, or at least putting pressure on it. So this is a stronghold sanctuary. I guess it's kind of, well, it's kind of sketchy because then he can dig c3. Yeah, no, even if I do that. Yeah, interesting line. Yeah, I don't think... I think you somehow need to start with the spade as Swarmlings and then also wheel double dig or something, but... Oh, that's a really good point. Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it. Oh. Oh, okay, my time was bad, but not the worst. AJ is known for playing long. 32 minutes, this is sort of an average stream, to be honest. Thanks, AJ. Good game for you, too. Yeah, pretty amazing. Pretty great. I'm also curious, like, how I beat Chaos here, and now that AJ's in chat, it's also kind of interesting. AJ, in the dig round 3, I was a little short on coins, and was trying to, and I'm just not fast enough with Swarmling's math and stuff, I'm not super comfortable with it, but the line was something like, I don't take coins and I take double dig, and then I either leech a little bit or send a priest off and then burn a power token to get the coin to build my sanctuary. It was all possible, but kind of sketchy, and it also made my round long, and I was concerned about not being able to get on a pass tile. But the moment I just gave you double dig in a dig round to get you like 2 key tempo and F4, like I just kind of like, I was like, oh, that's really strong for Chaos here. So I don't know if that was a surprise, or, you know, it's always easier to say in retrospect, like, oh, I should have taken the dig, but then it's like, okay, but then I have no coins and I lose a pass tile or something stupid the next round. Like, you don't know what it would have. Yeah, you just take coins. Oh, you thought I'd take coins. Fair enough. Yeah. I mean, at that point, 2 keys wasn't super interesting. I actually wasn't planning on playing very culty, but I needed to stall for pass tiles and was doing one of those things where it was like mid-game, I was like, got to do something with Swarmlink's power that's actually going to result in points, and the smartest thing I could think of to stall was like priest, buy a priest, send a priest, so it was into air, and then that's when I thought like, oh, okay, maybe I do this like steal 2 cults kind of thing. The temple was a little dubious in round 5. Some people in chat didn't like it, but I wanted to go that route. Yeah, and, you know, it was interesting. Yeah, it was a really good game, for sure. Because I don't really know in retrospect, like, I mean, I didn't have a ton of interaction with you. I guess the other thing is, like, I didn't upgrade digs that early. Well, I didn't do it until, like, literally the last few moves, so, but, you know, the fact that you were able to just, like, carve out, sort of at your leisure, a town right next to me, and then feed me power who didn't want it, as opposed to our other opponents, like, that seemed really juicy. Like, that is the thing with this Chaos game, right, is it's, like, it's a 2-town Chaos game that also did decently culty, like, it's a 20 cult point Chaos game that is a 2-town Chaos game on base map with 0 bridges. Like, there's efficiency there. That's a lot of efficiency. And it's really sick. Yeah, someone was asking why you didn't just win network outright. I assume you did the calcs and thought that last trading post was Usually on Error 1, so there's a 6-point trading post as opposed to a 2-point dwelling that got you 3 points. Might have been close. But anyhow. Temple in round 5 cost 4 points. How did it cost 4 points? Just in case you're still there, chickens. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I needed to build a temple at some point in the game anyhow, because I needed to build this last trading post to use my stronghold action. So the question is, do I build it, like, do I want an extra priest over 2 coins and 2 powers? And I think I did. I actually preferred the economy. The only thing I didn't like about that was the tempo. I think I prefer the priest over the 3 coins, basically. Because I'm not going to use those coins, so it's just a resource point. So do you want to convert a resource point into a yeah. Anyhow. Cool. Thanks so much for hanging out, guys. I don't know if I'm going to be doing this again. I might probably just play another game. I'm not entirely sure. We'll have to see. 1 point for Error 1. Plus 2 victory points. Well, Act 2 is always necessary. Because you're saying that basically the building the temple forced me to down convert 2 priests into workers, which meant I had to buy them back. I think that's your argument. And I'll agree with that, except for that, like, at the time, like, the decision that I made based on that board state, I don't think I don't know how reasonable it was to assume that Hard Diggler. Yeah, exactly. So the third priest was helpful. It may have cost me the 5-power priest, because I did convert 2 priests to 2 workers, and then one of them I bought back as a 5-power priest. Yeah. So if I just pass and I just buy, like, I just take action 2. But I still needed 1 priest. So, anyhow. Yeah, no, you're right. That was possibly, but again, I don't know if that really makes up the difference. Doing things differently so that I can upgrade digs differently and possibly just, like, muck with this town. Like, basically take E2 instead or something as my, like, upgrade digs so I can, I don't know, take these or just cut through here or something. That could have maybe been it. I'm not really sure. Because as it is, the things that I did, as possibly inefficient as they were actually the harshest on AJ, right? Like, this Water 3 may have been kind of on the line, kind of sloppy, but it was an 8-point swing between me and AJ, so it may have been incorrect against Hard Diggler, but there's no way that it was, like, bad against AJ. So I just think AJ's game was just so strong that even with me, like, investing quite a bit of resources into taking points away from him, he still, like, smashed me with 9 points, which is a fairly healthy margin at high-level tables. Like, that's a good margin for sure. So, and you didn't have Error 1. Which is pretty cool. So, anyhow. Yeah, it's just a great game. Anyhow, thanks so much for tuning in, everyone. Like I said, probably just take another break. I don't know if I'm going to be jumping back into another one of these. It's certainly possible that I will. If anyone's up for Blitz or anything like that, I might stream one of those. Who knows? Just sort of let me know. Message me on Discord, that kind of thing. Thanks so much, folks. And yeah, I hope to see you later, maybe even later on this evening if I go live again. Bye for now.